Let me ask you a simple question. What if everything you were worried about just didn't matter anymore? What if after turning 61, you could drop half the baggage you've been carrying for decades? Expectations, opinions, status, perfection, drama, and finally breathe. You see, after 61, life doesn't get smaller, it gets clearer, sharper, more focused. You've earned the right to live your life, not someone else's version of it. And that's what this entire video is about. If you're 61 or older or love someone who is, stick around. Because by the end of this, you'll walk away lighter, more confident, and maybe even smiling. So hit that like button, subscribe if you want more wisdom without the sugarcoating, and let's dive deep into what really matters, and what doesn't after 61. Why this age is a turning point. There's something magical and terrifying about 61. You're not young, but you're not ancient either. You're in the liminal space where society says, take it easy, but your soul says, I've still got fire left. In this script, we'll talk about the things you can stop worrying about, the myths you can throw out the window, and the truths that will set you free. 'Cause honestly, you've earned it. And hey, how old are you today? Drop your age in the comments. I'd love to know how many wise souls we've got in this community. 1. Other people's opinions. You've spent decades pleasing people, but tell me this. Have they ever returned the favor? At 61, what other people think shouldn't guide your life. You've earned your stripes. Question for you. Have you ever changed a life decision just because of someone else's opinion? Was it worth it? Let's hear your stories below. 2. Keeping up with the Joneses. That bigger house, fancier car, or designer wardrobe. None of it makes you sleep better. In fact, most seniors say they wish they'd spent less time chasing and more time living. 3. Regretting the past. You've made mistakes. Congratulations, you're human. But after 61, the past is not a prison. It's a museum. Visit it if you must, but don't live there. 4. Perfectionism. Wrinkles, gray hair, a slower step. These aren't flaws. They're proof you've lived. The obsession with perfection. Leave it to the 20-year-olds still figuring out who they are. 5. Trying to fit in. This one's big. Fitting in is exhausting. Standing out, being yourself, is freedom. By 61, you're too wise to shrink just to be accepted. 6. Health over hustle. 30, you work through headaches. At 61, rest is a sacred ritual. Don't chase productivity, chase wellness. Schedule those checkups. Drink that water. Say no when you're tired. 7. Real relationships. Quality over quantity, folks. A few true friends beat 100 fake followers. Invest your time in those who make you feel seen. Tell me in the comments. Who's one person in your life you trust with your whole heart? Let's celebrate real love today. Inner peace. Peace is louder than noise. You've learned that not every battle is worth fighting. Sometimes silence is power, and solitude, it's gold. 9. Purpose, not performance. You're not here to impress. You're here to matter. Whether it's mentoring, gardening, or grandparenting, find what gives you joy, and do it unapologetically. 10. Legacy over ego. Your legacy isn't your job title. It's how you made people feel. It's the memories you leave, the wisdom you share, the love you give. 11. Comparing yourself to others. Stop scrolling social media and thinking, I should have done more. 61, your path is your own. No two journeys are alike. 12. Apologizing for who you are. Enough with the sorry for being too loud or sorry for needing help. You're not a burden. You're a blessing. 13. Overcommitting. You don't need to say yes to every dinner, every family request, or every committee. It's okay to say, not this time. Your peace comes first. Question for you. What's one thing you wish you'd said no to earlier in life? Share it below. Someone might learn from it. 14. Saving everything for later. That special bottle of wine. That beautiful dress. That vacation dream. Later is now. Use it. Wear it. Book it. You deserve to live your life now. 15. Fear of change. Change is the only constant. And after 61, change can mean freedom. Downsizing. Great. Moving to a warmer place. Fantastic. Reinventing yourself. Even better. 16. Simplicity is the new luxury. A calm morning, a hot cup of tea, and no rush to be anywhere. This is wealth. You don't need a yacht to feel rich. You just need peace. 17. Laughter is medicine. Find things that make you laugh until your stomach hurts. Watch silly shows. Tell old jokes. Hang out with grandkids. Let joy live in your home. Teen. Learning never stops. Take that online course. Learn a new language. Start painting. You're not too old. You're too curious not to keep growing. 19. Spiritual connection. Call it faith, God, the universe, or your inner voice. Now more than ever, people over 61 find comfort in something bigger than themselves. Let that guide you. 20. Gratitude changes everything. Make it a habit to count your blessings, not your aches. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it gives you the strength to carry it. Story 1. Betty, age 67, the ballroom dancer. Betty had never danced in her life until 67. One day, she walked past a senior center, heard salsa music, and walked in. 3 years later, she's won 2 local competitions. What changed? I stopped waiting for approval and started moving to my own rhythm, she says. Story 2. James, age 74, the novelist. James was a retired truck driver who wrote short stories in his notebook during his routes. At 74, he published his first book on Amazon. Sold 15 copies. Best 15 readers I've ever had, he laughs. What have you always wanted to try but haven't? Comment it below. No judgment here, only encouragement. Story 3. Lila, age 63, the widow who found her voice. After her husband passed, Lila thought her life was over, but she joined a local writing group and began telling her story. Today, she speaks at grief circles across the country. I thought my life ended with him, she says. Turns out, it just changed chapters. 21. Streamline your belongings. Declutter your closet, your garage, and even your social media. Lighten your load. The more stuff you own, the more it owns you. 22. Create a health routine you love. Walk, stretch, do yoga, swim, or dance. Whatever keeps you moving. You don't need to hit the gym like a 30-year-old bodybuilder. Just move joyfully. 23. Get your legal and financial house in order. Write a will. Choose a healthcare proxy. Talk to your kids about what matters to you. It's not morbid, it's wise. 24. Digitize your memories. Scan old photos. Save your favorite videos. Share them with family. Let your life story live on. Quick poll. Have you made a will yet? Yes or no? Be honest, it's okay, no judgment here. 25. Reframe aging as empowerment. Stop seeing aging as decline. It's not the end of youth. It's the beginning of mastery. You know who you are. That's power. 26. Release the need to be needed. Yes, being useful is important, but so is being free. Let your adult kids solve their own problems. You're not their emotional ATM. 27. Practice mindfulness daily. Breathe. Sit still. Listen. Look out the window and actually see the sky. Being present is the most radical act of joy. 28. Set boundaries without guilt. No is a full sentence. If it costs your peace, it's too expensive. 29. Talk to yourself kindly. You've spent decades criticizing yourself. Time to be your own biggest cheerleader. You've survived 100% of your worst days. That deserves applause. 30. Stop chasing closure. You won't get apologies from everyone. Some people move on without explanation. You don't need closure to heal. You need peace. 31. You'll repeat stories. And that's okay. Your kids might groan, but guess what? Those stories are awesome. Keep telling them. That's how wisdom is passed down. 32. You'll forget why you walked into a room. Just smile, turn around, and grab a snack. Maybe you were just hungry. Happens to the best of us. 33. You'll start caring about birds and gardening. When you start naming the squirrels in your yard, don't panic. You've just evolved into a true senior. 34. Fashion becomes about comfort. Heels, ties, tight jeans. Nope. Give us stretchy pants, fluffy socks, and orthopedic shoes. That's style with a purpose. What's your favorite comfort clothing item right now? Comment below. Bonus points if it has elastic. 35. You'll stop pretending to like loud parties. You'd rather sip tea and watch a documentary than scream over loud music. Welcome to Peaceful Rebellion. Dr. Emily Grant, geriatric psychologist. The happiest seniors aren't the richest or the fittest. They're the ones with strong social ties and a sense of purpose. Robert, 89, World War II veteran. I've buried more friends than I can count. Love the people you've got. Say the words. Don't wait. Maya, 72, yoga instructor. Flexibility isn't just for your body, it's for your mindset too. These voices remind us. It's not too late. You're not too old. And your best days might still be ahead. Peace over pressure. Memories over money. Connection over comparison. Purpose over perfection. You don't have to do it all. You just have to do what matters. Conclusion, what now? So here we are. You've passed 61. And now you know what doesn't matter anymore. The noise, the guilt, the need to prove. But here's what does. Loving without holding back. Laughing until your sides hurt. Sharing your story. Living on your terms. You've got time. You've got wisdom. And you've got nothing to prove. So here's your challenge. Do one thing today that brings you peace. Comment below what it is. Let's build a wall of wisdom in the comments section. Hit that like button if this resonated. Subscribe for more uplifting, honest, and real conversations about life after 60. And share this with someone who needs to hear it. Because life after 61 isn't the end. It's the edit that finally makes the story make sense. We'll see you in the next one.